Dude, it kind of smells like poppin' bees.
Huh? What's poppin'?
What's poppin' bees? Welcome back to BeerSos.
Happy Father's Day!
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Shout out all dads in the chat.
If you are a dad watching, okay, realistically,
How
many
many
dads?
dads do you think watch BeerSos?
You think he's a dad?
You think? Okay, the thing is Patreon on the wall today. Let's just first off say, post it up.
Where are you,
Yeah.
dude?
For audio listeners, we have a picture on the wall today. He's in some sort of construction zone. This is like where they film
he's
Footloose or
literally
something.
he's in an abandoned warehouse,
And he goes to practice dancing here, probably.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
And he's posted up in a W fit. But the question is, does he look like a dad? I don't think he's
could be
old
one day.
enough to be a dad. But also, I mean, sometimes when you're 16,
And
that
then
happened to
you-
my grandpa.
and you make bad decisions,
you know,
in terms of not wearing
protection
things
and stuff. And then all of a sudden you have a child. That's I think the most likely.
And
thing
then
for
like
him.
especially like if you are like in a state that doesn't have abortion,
yeah,
and then
Whoa.
you can't travel out,
Uh-huh.
and then you just have to have the baby.
And then he's stuck here, and then the only piece he gets is going to this construction zone to play some music on a stereo, play some Blink 182,
Yeah.
and dance his fucking
Act
heart
like
out.
he's a kid again, because his childhood stopped as soon as as soon as his sperm hit the egg and the baby started forming.
Do you feel like that happened to you? Did your childhood end early? Because I remember.
Ooh, wait, good question.
Yeah,
Good question.
No,
Good
actually,
question, everybody.
Genuinely
Good
good
segue.
question right off the start. I remember you saying. Remember when you had Peter Pan Down syndrome?
Dude, I think I still have Peter Pan Down syndrome, just mild.
Yeah.
Because having like a disease or like a mental illness is a spectrum.
Yeah.
Right. In terms
And
of
which
like,
you're on.
mildness. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I am on the Peter Pan Down syndrome like spectrum in terms of I like and I value being like childish.
So, but do you mean like do you value like tickle fights? Do you value like
I like SpongeBob.
you value SpongeBob? So
I like SpongeBob. Like him.
Well, adults like
No,
SpongeBob.
like SpongeBob the character
Yeah.
is the best character.
Okay.
Because everyone's like, oh, as I got older, I started relating to Squidward more. No, SpongeBob is the best
Yeah.
character in SpongeBob, and when they're mean to SpongeBob, it genuinely makes me sad.
okay, I have a question for you. If you could be a kid again for the rest of your life, but okay, let's classify kid. Like, what was the most fun age for you?
But
Like
if
10?
you're gonna ask me this question, I'm gonna be like anal about
No,
it.
I want you to anal
I'm gonna
me about
be
it.
I'm gonna
Anal the
you
fuck
about
out of
it.
me.
Okay, so
If you could be 10 years old for the rest of your life, would you be 10 years old?
how would that happen? Like, I don't want to be that
Dude,
guy.
you're really right from the. You don't even make sure I'm wet, bro. You just put it in my ass without fucking.
It's called instant gratification. It's for me. So how would that happen?
a ray. You get struck by lightning.
What year? It's this year. Like
No, it's
2025
2000.
still?
No, you get inserted back. You get struck by lightning,
Time.
and you get inserted back to when you're 10 years old, when you were dying of H1N1 on East
So
Hastings.
anything I have now, I don't have. What about the memory? Do I have any knowledge that I've gained in this life?
Yeah, you're a kid again.
But I have the knowledge.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I would be like, what the fuck? I miss all the people I used to know.
Shit.
But okay,
Yeah.
it's more of an incentive if I don't know the people.
Okay,
So,
so
let's say my memory
yeah.
gets erased.
And then you're a kid again. Would you take that pill? Would you bite the bullet to become a kid again, 10 years old for the rest of your life, and you don't even know what's happening? You're just a 10-year-old living in ignorant bliss. Would you want to be a kid
And
again? Do you miss that?
is it the same 10 years old I was when I was 10, or can I change the trajectory of that 10-year-old? Like me being 10 years
shit.
old like wasn't that lit, but I know that like some white kids have lit 10-year.
Oh,
like,
no,
10-year-old
yeah, no,
lives.
your white kid 10-year-old life. White, like, they get whatever they want.
Wealthy white kid.
Wealthy white kid.
Where do I live?
life. Bro, LA, bro.
No. I
Oh.
want to be in Manhattan, and I want to go to like an art school,
Okay, LaGuardia. Or what was the one Timmy went to?
like fucking like something arts.
Yeah. You live in LaGuardia School of Arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're 10 years old, your dad's a producer, and your mom's a journalist. And you're white, bro. Think about how awesome that is. You're literally a white person, bro.
But the thing is, I love my life now.
Yeah,
The only thing that I'll be scared of
yeah.
is wouldn't that be technically ending my life?
It's like Severance, bro.
It's like Severance, right?
Oh my god, I didn't
No.
think you would anal me this hard
I'm
about it,
analing
bro.
you really hard right
Bro,
now.
it's
But-
inside of me, bro.
But like, let's say I got shot by that ray.
Yeah.
And my memory's wiped. Technically, I die.
Yes.
It's like when Mark was arguing with Mark.
Yeah.
And he was like, his Indy was fighting his Audi.
Yeah.
Like, so I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't be able to take that shot of ray gun because I would literally just be killing myself. Like,
Yeah.
mentally. Like, I would be dead.
Yeah, I
Practically.
guess. Yeah,
What about you?
I would not do it. I think like, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm 22 right now. Very stressful period in my life. I think, but I wouldn't take it because even though I want to change so much about my surroundings, I want to change so much about myself. I'm generally pretty happy with the situation that I've created for myself, that we've created for ourselves, and I wouldn't want to give that up. And also, being 10 was not lit, bro.
Okay, also, like, being 10, what can you buy?
No, being 10
Nothing.
was not lit. I was just getting yelled at, bro.
Yeah.
That was not a lit time.
But I also added another aspect
What
of
can
it.
you buy?
If you're getting yelled at
Yeah.
as an adult, you know what you could do?
Just walk away.
Or go
Or
drink, bro.
or yell back.
Or just be like, fuck you, I'm going to go to a restaurant now because I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the candy store.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a podcast.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, it's like,
You can't do shit.
that's it. You go to your room,
Yeah.
and then your mom could just barge in your room. What are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Dude,
you're
my-
you're 4'1".
I was even smaller.
So
when I was
actually
10.
being 10 sucks, bro. If you're watching this and you're 10, grow up.
Click. Okay. Also, click off if you're 10. Don't listen to us. But okay, I you know, I have another question for you.
okay.
When Father's Day comes around, because I mean, Happy Father's Day to all
Happy
the
fa-
fathers in the chat.
Yes, not a father.
Not a father. Happy not a Father's
you
Day. To
happy
you.
not a Father's Day
To our Patreon on the wall today.
and
Yeah.
to you
And to you.
and to me.
That's my boy.
And-
not a father.
My men out there.
All my people that don't want kids out there. Happy not a Father's Day to you.
Happy not a Father's Day.
Let's fucking go. But when Father's Day rolls around,
Yeah.
do you ever get like emotional? Because for context, if this is your first episode of BeerSos, we don't have dads.
Yeah. How would you even not know that?
We talk about it every episode.
Yeah.
But if this is your first episode for some reason, we don't have dads.
It's like in that Twilight video where you're like, dude, if you really think about it, there's a new batch of viewers that doesn't know your dad killed himself. Check out the second channel. Second Twilight video out now. First Twilight video got 30,000.
Sheesh.
Taco video got 50,000. Guys,
That's better than
you're
BeerSos.
missing
That's kinda
out
crazy.
on this peak content because everybody's watching it other than you.
Everyone's watching it besides you, so make sure to click on it.
So,
but
do I get emotional when I was in school? Yes, and I'll say why.
why?
Because they would do things for Father's Day. Like, realistically, the only reason I know it's Father's Day is because everyone performatively posts their fathers on their Instagram story,
Dude,
even though they don't even
If
have
y'all
Instagram.
put your father with a little heart or some shit on your story, I need you to fuck off.
If your dad follows you and has Instagram,
Then it's fine.
or if he's like, "Can you post me on your story?" It's
And
Father's
tag me and
Day.
tag me. It's like, bro, first off, if you're pushing 30 and you care about a tag, that's crazy, bro.
I would say if you're pushing like 20, man. Well, I think if you're pushing 20, you want to be posting on someone's story really bad. Anyways, the thing is, I just don't understand why you would post your dad on your story if he doesn't follow you.
For DZ's statistic with the new lens, which adds 5 IQ,
5 IQ added new lens.
with the new lens, I think there's a 20% of people are doing, if their dads aren't following them, are doing it performatively.
Because okay, I could see why. Because
Yeah.
if some of your dads are shredded, okay, as
Dude.
somebody that's been on Instagram,
Yeah.
for like since high school, and I used to follow a lot of people from high school, but I have a new account, so I don't. I've seen some people's dads around this area.
Your dads are hot.
Bodies are nice, and
Yeah.
you know what? You're performatively posting your dad's body, but I can respect.
And I'm going to screenshot it and goon to it later, so I
Yeah.
hope you fucking know that shit,
Yeah.
you know?
But it makes me want to get abs.
Yeah, but it made you, Father's Day
But
at school made you sad?
Father's Day at school made me sad because again, so
I'm talking like high school, or what are we talking? Elementary school?
I mean, high school starts somewhat early here, so maybe high school. But the
Yeah.
thing that would make me like sort of feel weird, I wouldn't even necessarily say sad, but I would say like uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
Uncomfortable is very broad, and I know there's like another term for it, but I'm gonna say uncomfortable for now.
Yeah.
Because they would do like Father's Day events and Father's Day like activities. Like
Yeah.
okay, kids. We're all gonna get this piece of paper and draw our dads and write them a little note.
And
I'll be
DZ draws a
"Okay."
gravestone.
I'll be like, okay. No, I draw guts.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I draw the guy going like this.
Trying to catch him.
Yeah, I try to catch him, and then I draw my dad going, right, and then I write, damn, and then the teacher is like, oh, little DZ, what are you drawing? And it's like, bro, you made me do this.
You
You're
asked
fucked
for this.
that.
Or
Be fucking
or the fucking necklace, the macaroni necklace, bro.
Never had to do that. Did you have to do that?
I had to do macaroni.
and then you have to write your dad's name with like letters.
It's
on
like
the
I haven't
napkin.
talked to my dad in 5 years.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's like, that's the uncomfortable part because you don't want to be like, hey, I actually can't participate in an activity.
Yeah.
Well, what are you supposed to do? Like, actually, what are you supposed to do?
You're supposed to just take the fucking dick.
Yeah,
bro.
So now realistically, now you're writing a fake note to a dad that isn't there, just so you don't stand out in front of the kids.
Bro,
it's uncomfortable.
One time when I was working at White Spot, it was Father's Day.
Yeah.
And I was like off work and I wanted to order food for me and my mom. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
all servers know this in the chat, all hosts, all restaurant people know this in the chat. You get food after you're done work.
Yeah, you're
right?
fucking hungry.
And I wanted to order food for me and my mom, so I ordered food. And then my manager was like, "That better be for your dad, right?"
And it's like,
I was like, "Oh no, it's just for me and my mom." And she's like, "You're getting no food for your dad?"
dude, like,
I was
stop,
like-
bro.
I was like,
are you fucking?
"Yeah, it's just for me and my mom." And she kept grilling me.
Like, oh, so you don't love your dad?
It's like, yeah, yeah.
Wow, you're a bad son then. It's like, oh my god,
He was a worse father.
like yo, get the clues, bro.
Yeah,
and like
she did not pick up on it, bro.
In high school,
Yeah.
like when you take a language class, like Spanish, like the teacher will pick on you, and like you have to try to learn, like use the vocabulary. She'll ask you a question like Spanish.
Yeah.
You have to use the vocabulary you just learned to answer a question, right? And the question that she loved, I don't know. I loved my Spanish teacher.
Yeah.
My favorite teacher in high school. This happened like 4 times. This is like throughout 4 years of high school.
Yeah.
She did this 4 times. She would be like, Derek, I don't know how to say this in Spanish, but she was like, so what does your dad do as a job?
He
Right?
teaches Harvard.
And I'd be
teaches
like,
PE at Harvard
The thing
school.
is, at the start, I'd be like, I would just make some shit up, right?
Yeah.
But then like in like grade 11, grade 12, I would just start saying no say. Like, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I switched. I kind of just stopped getting like weird about it.
Well,
maybe.
you know
I don't
what was interesting? I feel like there's no shame around the fact that, you know, Mr. Zoo jumped off a
Yeah.
building and is no longer alive.
It's just,
But-
do I want to tell the entire class?
But I feel like low key, that's honestly fire lore that honestly adds to your aura.
it's aura when you can like joke about it, right?
But at the time,
am
you
I
have
gonna
charisma.
Well, am I gonna pop a? I'm fucking 15.
Yeah.
No charisma.
Yeah.
Am I popping a joke in front of the whole class? And also keep about it like
Yeah,
this.
uh-huh.
You guys like the jokes because
Yeah.
you guys like us. But it's not like
Hopefully.
I don't know half of these kids in the class, bro.
Fuck it, bro.
It would be so awkward.
If you're like, actually, my dad killed himself, and you like not say that, can you not like that, like that, like, hey, bro,
That'd
and then
be
you put
so
her. No,
weird.
but then you get the A because she feels bad.
But then everyone's gonna clown you because, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's say you heard that in class, right? Let's say I said that and we weren't friends.
Yeah.
What would you do as soon as the class ended?
I'm going up to you, bro, and I'm saying poppin' bees.
What's poppin', bees?
What's poppin' bees? Welcome back to BeerSos. My name is Nicholas Potspot.
DRK32, Derek Zoo,
Dadless Zoo.
Dadless Nico, bro.
Well,
Fuck you, bro.
fuck you. Do you and your mom ever like celebrate Father's Day?
No, what the fuck? What the fuck? When's the last time you celebrated Father's Day? Like
Probably
yesterday,
when
like,
I was
like
like
next
10.
week?
When I was like 10. Next week, yeah, yeah. When I genuinely think when I was like 10.
I never even
I
celebrated
I
in
feel like
general.
I've celebrated Father's Day for 13 years now.
Yeah.
Since I
Why? Well, so, but is it a thing that people have where they celebrate Father's Day? Like if their father's deceased? Oh, maybe white people do that.
no,
white
no,
people.
you know
I'm
what? You know
sorry.
what white people be doing? If their dad dies, they like all get together on Father's Day and like they all hang out.
Dude, you know what
It's-
white people do?
Yeah,
They go to their dad's grave and they sit there and talk to him.
bro,
Dude, he's not there.
bro.
I hate to break it to
white
you.
people are genuinely so
Y'all are
funny.
so funny.
Dude, you know what my girlfriend does? My girlfriend's white, and you know what she does? Yo, she's been, bro. You know what she does? You won't believe this shit, bro. So when, dude,
Is it dad related?
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, bro.
She kisses her dad on the cheek.
No,
But white people would do that.
white people
would
do that.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is what she does, and I'm honestly gonna put her on blast. Sorry,
Blast.
But, dude, so when you refer to your mom, you
Yeah.
go my mom, right? Or when I'm
Yeah,
talking about
like
my mom,
my
I go,
mom.
yeah. So my mom said that.
Yeah.
You know what she does?
Doug.
She just says.
She goes like, oh,
She just says, oh, so dad told me.
so Douglas. Oh,
It's not our dad. That's your dad. She says, so dad told me that. Oh, so my mom told
I thought
me
you were
that.
gonna say she calls her dad by her like first
No,
name.
she
or
says
his first
she doesn't say
name.
my dad. She says, oh yeah, so dad's gonna drive me home.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck? You
So
mean
it's
our
me,
dad?
bro?
Yeah. So daddy's driving you home.
Daddy's
I don't.
driving you
Daddy
home?
doesn't have a car to drive you home. man.
Yeah, that makes, and it's like, just say my.
Just say, or she says, "Oh yeah, so grandma."
Who the fuck?
You mean your
No,
grandma?
that means you're part of the family now. You're in.
Guys, I'm actually
You're
so fucking
in
in
it.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't even think me and my mom actually address Father's Day.
You guys-
The only reason why I know Father's Day is Father's Day is because my manager makes sure I can work that day because it's one of the busiest days of the year.
And she asks you first because she knows.
Because she knows I'm the goat.
Because she's seen the bio of
Yeah, she
BeerSos.
knows. She knows. She's like, oh, he's just gonna use humor as a
Yeah.
coping mechanism. It's chill.
Yeah.
So she
And
makes
you
sure
know
I
what?
can do it.
Call DZ too. Maybe he'll want some
Yo,
food.
he could've
I know
paid
he ain't
host.
doing shit.
Like,
Man, fuck you.
So she like makes sure I can work on Father's Day because Mother's Day and Valentine's Day, Father's Day, 3 busiest days of the year.
Yeah.
But I don't actually celebrate. Like I don't do
Do
anything.
you and your mom talk about your dad?
Dude, more than you and your mom. Dude.
No. No, me and my mom talk about it more than you and your
No,
mom, bro.
me and my mom
No,
address
most definitely
it.
not.
Me and my mom address it sometimes, but we refer to him like he's Voldemort, bro. Like I'm not
Don't
even
say
sure.
his
No,
name.
She literally says she says him sometimes, or like the
one
idiot.
you can't speak
Yeah,
about.
like she'll rarely. I don't call him when I refer to him in conversation with my mom. I don't call him dad, but I don't refer to him as dad. I call him his actual name, or I call him the first letter of his name. So I don't.
That's
it's
what
like-
we
it's like-
call him.
Yeah, we call him like that's what I'll do, and that's what my mom does as well. We don't really. We talk about him. We talk about the experiences we had with him, but it's not coming up every time we hang out. It's like a once,
yeah, of
once every
course.
2 months thing.
Okay, so you got me beat.
What
I'm
about
like
you?
a once every like 9-month guy.
And okay, no. So what? Like, how does that conversation go?
Yeah, but I go, but then you have to tell me too.
Okay, bad. I got
The
you.
conversation, like stereotypically, I mean, the thing is, it's once in every 9 months.
Yeah.
But that 9-month thing started like 2 years ago, so it's only happened like 3 times.
Those are like big events in your lore,
Those are,
bro.
so it's usually like if we talk about family lore, because like I'm older now, you know. My
Yeah.
mom and I talk. My mom is more open to me about family lore.
Yeah.
Because like I'm an adult, I can handle it. Let's talk shit about Let's talk shit about my aunt. Let's talk shit about somebody.
Let's talk shit about daddy.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go by. I'm gonna always be on my mom's side. I'm usually on my mom's side because she's usually right.
If my
That's all I'll
mom
say.
is in the wrong, I still think I'll be on her side. No, when
Yeah.
it comes to other people, if someone presses my mom, I don't care if she did something wrong. I'm gonna press them,
That's true.
and I'm like, I will hit them
It's
in
like
the face
if
and
you-
get charged.
If you honk at my mom, like, yo, come suck this dick, bro. What are you doing?
no, like literally learn my vein pattern.
Yeah,
If you ever get
fucking
mad at my
bitch.
mom, I will put my dick in your mouth.
yeah,
type shit.
So
you know?
then, it was so if we talk about family lore,
Mhm.
or like this happened, or if we talk about when I was a kid, and then the last time we talked about it was we were talking about when I was a kid, and that I didn't really talk. I was like really, like,
Yeah.
what's this?
flamboyant,
Like
extroverted,
extroverted in like fifth grade.
excited.
In 5th grade, like they had to like tell me to stop talking all the time. Like me and my boys, I would be clowning. I'd be
Yeah.
clowning the class, right?
Bro,
And
me
then-
and you in a class would have been bad.
they wouldn't put us in the same class.
They would separate us
because
on
they
purpose.
they like do that. Like they logically
Yeah.
put kids in the classes. That
I
they want
honestly
them
respect
into.
it.
And then I think the conversation was I mentioned that like after I didn't actually mention my dad dying or anything, but I was like, oh, in 6th grade I started getting antisocial.
Yeah.
Right. And like 7th grade I was like, you know, I had a lot of internet friends. I like to talk about. I talked to my mom about like my childhood.
Yeah.
Or like during that time when I was doing, because I bet she's curious too, because like she just knew that I went on my computer a lot, but she didn't know what I was doing. But I like to give her context, especially now.
Yeah.
when it's like
it's
whatever.
been 2 decades. It's
Yeah.
been a decade and a half. You know.
And then I'll be like, oh, me and my friend Matt, we were on Roblox doing goon shit. You know, I would go, like, me and my friend Matt, we would actually go on Omegle, and I would show my nipples to
And
old
he would
men.
get old men to goon to him.
Yeah, and old men would goon to me.
Yeah.
So it's equal, right? And then it's like, it's funny, and it's not, like, it's just like, whatever.
It's so long ago now.
But when
you
we
know?
talk about that, usually my dad comes up because why was I doing that? Why did I become antisocial?
Yeah.
Right. And the last time we talked about it was like maybe 4 months ago, where my mom mentioned like, oh, when your dad passed. So when we refer to him, we go like, oh, like she says your dad.
Not my
never-
husband or
She never says my husband. She always mentions him as your dad, as in my dad.
yeah, never,
thing-
but never my name.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's because also he's got like 2 names. It might
Joe.
get confusing. If I hear that, I might think of like fucking
You're gonna think of our boy
like
Joe.
Joe Mama, bro, or some shit, right? So I never bring it up first though.
Oh shit.
She always brings it
You
up.
got to
first.
bring it up, bro.
I don't want to bring it up.
Bring it up.
I actually I brought it up once. Okay, I'm gonna
because
finish
you're
this.
5 months due for a combo.
No, it's been 4 months.
Yeah, so in 5
So
months,
in 5
5
months,
months,
I
yeah.
could bring it up. But she was just like, "Oh, when that happened, I appreciated it." And don't cook my mom.
Yeah.
She was like, "I appreciated you being independent as a kid because I also dealt with a lot of things. So you didn't need me to parent you and like be there for you."
Yeah.
I didn't let her parent me. Okay, don't cook my mom. Don't cook my mom.
Yeah.
But like you could see that as like, oh, like you were there for your kid. No, I was not capable of being parented.
Well, I think you
I'd
would,
let
you would
loose.
just shut her down all the time, right?
I would.
Yeah.
If she tried to talk to me, I'd be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. And dude, if a 10-year-old tells me to fuck me, like
That's
I'm
like
gonna fuck
I know,
myself.
right?
If
It's like if a
10-year-old just told me-
12-year-old corrects your grammar. It's like,
It's like,
what the?
bro, it's actually
am I
there, not
fucking
there.
dumb? Am I fucking dumb?
You used the wrong two. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking.
So that's the
shut
last one we
fuck
talked
up.
about. But the one time I actually, when I was in like my little weird, like mentally challenged era where I was like taking like 3 medications for no reason because I was dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, did you ever think dad was autistic? And then like that's how like that swimming pool story came up as well, where my dad he went to a swimming pool and
Public swimming pool
public
in
swimming
Canada.
pool, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so excited to swim! I'm so excited to swim!" And then he was so excited to swim that he forgot to put his fucking swim shorts on.
Yeah.
And then I was also like, self-diagnosing on TikTok at the time.
Mhm.
So then I was just like, oh my God, I totally have autism. And then I was like, and my dad did that. It checks out. So then that's when I've mentioned it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how do you talk about it?
I mean, it comes up in.
I like to know. Sorry, just one last thing.
yeah.
I like to know what he was like, and when that happens, like if that conversation happens, I bring it up because I just get curious on what that dude's life was like. Like actually, my uncle talked about it the other month, where
Oh shit.
apparently like he would always like be up super early trying to learn English because he wanted to go to Oxford, and he actually did go to Oxford.
Yeah, because he came up with the Oxford theory.
He came up with the Oxford theory.
Yeah.
But like when he was coming up with the Oxford theory, my uncle, he remembers him like learning English all the time, and the thing that's like really interesting. Like
Yeah.
humanizing it makes it so interesting. I remember when Pete was sitting at the bar with all like those firefighters,
and they were like humanizing his
Yeah.
dad and telling him how he did cocaine.
Yeah.
And shit. That's like
that
kind of
feels
for
good to
you.
me.
Yeah.
Because in my head, he's like this honestly, since I never think about it or talk about it, and it's like maybe I don't think about it because I don't want to feel it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think about it. I don't talk about it. Like literally, I go like months without thinking about it, unless I'm cracking jokes on here. But after the joke is done, I'm done. I see it as like him like as a mystical like fucking legend, bro. Like I don't think of him as my dad anymore. I see him as like this fucking bit.
Like this joke that we
Yeah.
abuse on the
Like
show.
I think he's a bit now.
Yeah, he's just money for us now.
So,
Just-
but when I hear these humanizing things, like he made the Oxford theory,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it actually feels good to me. I like it.
No, I feel like we had different relationships. Like your relationship with your dad was different from mine. Like mine is, like I actually don't really think about him often. Like once again, it's once every couple
He's a bit.
months. He's a bit. He's generally a bit. Like you will I kind of forget he exists.
But he's alive.
And
You know.
that's I think the difference between us
Yeah.
is like he is alive. And honestly, I would speak more about my experiences with him if he was not alive.
Yeah, like,
so
come on,
wait
dude.
like 20 years, guys.
Or just like, come on.
Take him out.
I pointed up. Audio listeners, I pointed
Take him
up.
out. Take him out. Take him
I
out.
pointed up to a higher power. Guys, just a joke.
Guys, it's
No.
no, it's a joke. It's a
No,
joke.
because if he does die, like tomorrow,
they're gonna
we're
fucking pin
they're
it
gonna
on-
pin it on you, bro.
Fuck me. I didn't do anything, guys.
I literally stop.
Yeah, guys, it was a joke. But it's like I definitely forget like he exists. I kind of like the way I view him is like
Is he mystical for you?
not mystical at all. Like he was just a part of the past, and I don't really have emotion towards it anymore. I remember when I was younger, I used to be afraid of him. When I was like 13, he would like have this presence in my life of this like dark, looming figure
Maybe
over
like
my life.
like a ghost.
Yeah, like a ghost or a hawk that was like looming over me.
A vulture.
And I remember being scared of him. Now I just like don't really give a fuck. And he's just a part of my past. He was a learning experience.
He's extra spice.
He's spice for my life. He's
Yeah.
spice for my lore. He's created some fire stories for me. But he was just in the past. And now whenever it comes up with me and my mom, it's not, I'm afraid of this dude. It's like, he just exists.
Let me know if this is a good
And-
analogy.
Yeah?
Is it like Stranger Things? Like you probably like everyone loved Stranger Things when they were like 13, 14.
Oh, no,
right?
but no. I didn't even watch the trailer for season 5.
Yeah.
I could care less about that show now.
it's like whatever now.
Yeah.
It just
It's-
exists.
It just exists. And it's like, okay, it's a fly on the wall. It's there. I don't really care about it. I'm going to maybe think about it for 5 seconds every 3 months. And that's it. The most thinking I did about it was literally today in preparation for this episode.
Yeah. What did you
know?
feel when you thought about it?
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like, I felt nothing. Like, like, I didn't really get like super emotional over it. I think I have more like, it was so long ago. And obviously, I'm going to have to work on stuff that guy did for the rest of my life. That I'm going to have to
Yeah.
constantly be working on that stuff. But
Or
or I can make jokes about it on the show. But it's not really something I have a lot of emotion over. It's not going to really ruin my day if I think
Yeah.
about it. It's not, it's not going to really make me think too much.
Does it ever get awkward if you talk about it with your mom or no?
Never.
It's not awkward.
Is it awkward for you and your mom?
Thinking about it is awkward. Like some things you think about in theory are awkward, but in
Yeah.
practice it's not.
So if you literally went up after this episode,
No,
say
no,
you go up to your
that's-
mom and you were
it has
like,
to be natural.
and you were, and okay, say naturally it came up and you're like, yo, remember when Dad killed himself?
We've never talked about that.
And what's crazy to me is it's been so long, bro, and y'all never brought it up.
Well, dude, it's like
Y'all, it's never been
it's like
brought up.
what's an analogy? What's an analogy? It's like if you were like having sex with your girlfriend and you accidentally just started shitting.
No, you would bring that up.
No.
What?
I would just block it. It's gone.
It's gone. It's okay.
And out of mutual respect, it's gone.
Because
Like
do you
that-
and your mom actually like talk, bro? Like about
just in
anything?
general.
Yeah.
Well, like when my mom lived here. So context, I guess. If I don't live with my mom anymore. My mom lives in America. I live in Canada. She lives like 3 hours away. She comes back. She's been back for like 3 weeks, so she's on vacation. But if she's at work and they have 48-hour work weeks, first of all, what the fuck?
Insane.
That's a lot of hours. That's
Yeah.
8 more hours than Vancouver.
Yeah.
So when she is working, and she also like does a lot of work from home too.
Yeah.
I don't talk to her for like months.
Damn.
Unless like we call on the phone, maybe like once every 2 weeks. But we don't talk in person. But that makes our relationship better. When she was here, the biggest thing that was making our relationship strained was 2 things: language barrier. When you're actively around someone all the time, this applies to literally any relationship.
Yeah.
You are more likely to be impatient with them.
I think
100%, right?
I even want to add on to that. Maybe there's a level of comfortability there.
Yeah.
And it's a level of normalcy, and then your true self comes out. You know.
Yeah, I
And
would
and,
even
and,
say-
and everyone's true self is impatient. Everyone is impatient to a certain
because I
degree.
feel I can be impatient with her.
Yeah.
You know? And the language barrier is tough for me because my Mandarin is at like a 4th, not grade, a 4-year-old level. And so I can get the basic things out, but it's really frustrating when I'm trying to say one thing and she's trying to say another thing, and we think we're talking about the same thing, but we're not.
Yeah.
But it's like not super off for when we'd notice, but it's also not the correct thing we're trying to say. And if you have a language barrier with your parents, like, oh my God, I hope you feel seen right now. But it's super, super frustrating
Yeah.
when you're talking for 15 minutes.
No, I can imagine
Right.
how like that must be so fucking annoying. It's
Yeah.
like, we thought we were on the same page, completely on different pages right now.
And then it also just makes me feel super misunderstood because it's like, I just talked for 15 minutes. We're not even on the same page. And then the thing I just talked about, you ask again. And, like, my mom will ask about it in like 2 months. And it's like, I already talked about this with you. But I don't blame you. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
But it's like, I kind of just feel not seen in this relationship right now. Low
Yeah.
key.
Yeah.
But that impatience is gone when it happens less.
Because she's just not here.
Yeah.
And then it happens less, and then you're like, oh, okay, I can deal with
Yeah.
this now.
And then if I do talk to her, like at much less like high rates, you know, we talk less when she's gone. Even if it does happen, even if that miscommunication happens, I'm not as mad about it because it's like, oh, I haven't talked to my mom. Like, I'm just grateful that I'm talking to her in the first place.
Holy
know?
shit! So it was really good.
Oh,
that
yeah.
she went to
It's
America.
great. And then second,
Yeah.
there was less tension in my house. So like right now I live with my mom's boyfriend, but when my mom was still here, they would just talk all the time. Not even necessarily arguing all the time,
Yeah.
but like even if they're talking, it just like upsets me so much. Like I cannot handle a Mandarin man speaking at all, bro.
Yeah.
Like I just can't handle it. That's like my one thing that like I just can't handle.
Yeah.
Well, two things, like fucking picking up dog poop as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are my two things. So when I would hear that, you gotta like my cortisol or fucking whatever, right?
Your anger levels. Or
Yeah, my blood pressure rises.
Just fucking goes through the roof.
But imagine like I'm on always like a half anger.
Yeah.
And that's what it felt like when my mom was here. Is like I would always be like tensioned up. I had a lot of tension.
Yeah.
So when I would speak to my mom and then we miscommunicate, and it's like the third time in the day.
Yeah. Then you're fucking
I'm like,
okay,
oh,
mad.
like I'm really frustrated right now. I'm fucking frustrated. And that really strained our relationship. Like the pre tension. Like the tension was always there, and I'm trying to talk to her. But like now that she's gone, we actually can talk about things.
Like what? Okay, so what the fuck do you like talk about?
Like the thing is, you and your mom watch like shows and stuff
That's
together.
all we can do, I think.
Like my mom and I don't watch anything. Actually, I tried to get my mom and How I Met Your Mother once, but she didn't like it. And we talk about like I've noticed that we talk about as I've grown up more like adult things.
Yeah.
So we talk about like finance, we talk stock, we talk like politics.
Yeah.
Not in like a super insane way, but we
But
like talking
yeah.
China. Because I don't have anybody to talk about like genuine Chinese experiences with, and it's genuinely so interesting when I ask my mom like about like her experience in China. It's like, what the fuck? That's insane, right? Or like I asked my uncle that too. But one thing I've noticed, and this is like the big thing, I talk to my mom about the same things that I talk to like my friends about now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like I'll complain about like the comment section to my mom. I'll be like, Mom, they're fucking hating on me right now.
Mom, make me feel better
Fuck these
about this.
pussies. And then, or I talked to DG about this, right? Like
Yeah.
2 days ago, how American Airlines or United and Air Canada don't let you have a carry-on bag anymore. First of all, fuck you.
That's some bullshit, bro.
Even if it's international, you have to pay for the carry-on
That's some
bag.
bullshit.
The carry-on bag?
That's like that should just be
Right?
free, bro.
And I talked about it with DG, and the day after, I talked about it with my mom.
Yeah.
Like we talk about like kind of
like we talked about the bullshit rewards program, and
Dude,
then you talked
and I talked to my mom.
about it.
I literally said that. I
Yeah.
was like, Mom, like those fucking $7 sandwiches, and I'll like rant about it. And my mom will rant about like work. She rants
Yeah.
about work a lot, and then I'll be like, yeah, your coworkers suck. Oh, no,
So, your coworkers are awesome.
yeah, right. And like, it seems like there's just more friendliness now. Like
Yeah.
that's the shit I would talk about with like a friend.
I mean, also you're getting older. You're an adult.
Yeah.
And you guys have like, I think more in common now that you're older.
Yeah.
Because when you're 13, you're never talking about the inflation rates, bro.
No,
You're never talking
like
about that.
6-year mortgage.
You're never
like, I
talking
actually
about that.
understand that.
But now, as a 23-year-old, you understand it.
Yeah.
You have more in common with your mom.
I think
to
it's
talk about.
also my mom respects me more now
Does she-
as like an adult.
yeah.
Like as somebody that, you know, I do live alone now, and I've shown that I can like handle myself.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
she takes me more
I
serious.
first off need to give props to you, bro. Like, and this obviously is off track from what we're talking about right now, but you
me
living
props.
alone, you fucking like you kind of pulled the fuck through, bro. Like you do grocery shopping, like you really became an
Yeah.
adult. I think in the past year,
Yeah.
you really
I
became an
was-
adult.
I was one of those 20-year-olds that hadn't cracked an egg.
That's the
so I
problem.
would like to say like I have made a lot of progress,
Yeah.
and since my mom's in America, and there's a lot of like legality things that are like when you move countries, it's very confusing. I do a lot of like my mom's business stuff here for her,
Yeah.
and I think that's also like one thing that makes her take me more serious. And the more serious she takes me as like an adult, I feel like the more she's capable of talking to me.
Yeah. No, the
She's
more
not
respect
looking,
she has.
Yeah,
and the
she's not
more-
looking down at me. She's looking at me as an
Well,
equal.
yeah, dude, she's looking at you as an equal, and you're like,
Yeah.
I feel like, let me know if you agree with this, but like, are you and your mom on a team now? Like, the dynamic of me and my mom's relationship was like up until I was like,
Yeah.
honestly, like 21, I was just her son.
Uh-huh.
But now,
Yes.
we are on a team tackling problems together.
That kind of makes sense.
you know, like if something is with the mortgage, that's also your problem too.
Yeah.
Like-
or like, oh, you need me to go to this thing and wear a dress shirt to translate? Fuck, I got you.
Yeah, and you.
I'm
and-
a good
and
translator,
you
even
pull-
though my manager's
and
not
do
that good.
now, do you pull through not because you have to, but you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like-
don't know. It's just, it's not, I guess it's just like a thing that I should do. I mean, I don't know.
'cause she's
I
your-
do
you-
want to because
yeah.
also it feels fulfilling to do that
to
for
help
her.
your parent, right?
Dude.
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 My roommate was having sex with this girl. So
Okay.
me and my girlfriend left to go get pho.
Okay.
And my mom really likes banh mi's, so I was
Yeah.
at this pho place, and I just, because I wanted to,
Because you wanted to.
just ordered her a banh mi to go and dropped it off
but
at her
what about
place.
before?
You would have never caught me fucking
Yeah.
doing that. Like, I would have never done
Like
that.
she would have had to ask you.
Yeah, and I still would have been annoyed.
Well, do
But,
you
like,
think?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but like now I want to. I literally ordered her the banh mi, and I went to drop it off at her place just because I fucking
it
felt,
feels good,
yeah,
right?
Just because I fucking felt like it, and it feels good to help your mom,
And then
bro.
okay, but here's the white people. Sorry. Okay, we're cooking a lot of white people.
White people, y'all,
White people-
Aryans, all Aryans in the chat.
You gotta understand that since Father's Day is coming up, and you guys are about to post your dads, I'm allowed to have this
Yeah.
resentment.
And y'all get to have pancakes and have
Okay.
like brunch, bro.
And fucking
When was the last time you had brunch with your dad?
dude, never. Okay, so I'm allowed this.
Yeah.
It's my fucking right.
We get this one time,
Okay,
a fucking
because
year.
I'm punching up.
one time a year we get this just to let it happen,
Yeah.
please.
The white people are gonna be like, "What? I've been doing that my whole life." What do you mean? You do stuff for your mom and it feels good. I've been doing this. Okay, guys, we just got on
Guys,
this. Okay,
we didn't know this existed.
our relationships with them was strained, bro.
No, I'll say this, like, I don't know how many beer sauces know this, but I don't live with my mom anymore.
Yeah.
Because she's
That
renovating her
definitely helps, right?
home, and I lived at her home, but because it's being renovated, I had to move away. And how long have I been moved out now? Like 3-4
dude,
months?
Like 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months. And I'll say, even in the 4 months, our relationship is better. It's not, I don't feel like it's as good as you and your mom's relationship. It's not as good
Yeah.
as I want it to be, but it's definitely better. It's more tolerable.
Well,
You
yeah,
know?
but also that doesn't mean you haven't put as much work in the relationship. I think my mom is just easier to get along with.
Yeah.
You know, like that's no
Yeah.
discredit towards what you've done necessarily. My mom is just easier.
If I were to get a drink with someone, I'm getting a drink with your mom.
oh yeah,
and you would do the same shit.
dude, I gotten drinks with my mom. It's
I've never
interesting.
drank with my mom. One time I saw my mom drunk one time. It genuinely
Yeah, it's
made me
weird.
lose respect for her,
It's
bro.
weird.
I don't fuck with that shit
the,
at all.
The only family member that I can see like drunk is my uncle. Like
That's it?
Yeah, because we drink, but like
Because y'all get fucked up.
me and my uncle drink. But what is it? Were you saying something?
I appreciate me and my mom's time together a bit more.
What do you
I
think about moving out and not being in? But when you live with somebody, you're not in constant contact, right?
Yeah.
But there is still a connection there that's consistent when you're together and living in the same house. What do you think it is that improved your relationship?
Genuinely, I would say space, but also battles that we've had. Like, I think the battle, as an example, shout out to my dad, made me and my mom really close.
Oh, because it's like same enemy, bro.
Yeah.
Common
And then
enemy.
When we had to take care of my grandma, us working together, and I also contributed a lot, as you know, to taking care of my
Yeah.
grandma. That really brought us closer. And then also this renovation brought us closer. Like, my mom doesn't have a laundry machine. I have to do her laundry.
Yeah.
Because I have a laundry
and then
machine.
you have to see her like panties and stuff. It's like, whoa, new
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret?
And then
what the fuck?
and now it's like there's new problems, or if she needs help, like she needs help with moving shit, I actually can I go help her now. I go to her home to help her. Or if she needs help with our dog, she's
Yeah.
like, yo, I have this work meeting, I have to go into the office, the reps from China are here, can you fucking take care
no.
of bro?
That's
Then
serious.
and
Can
then
you
that's
get
big
DZ to
serious.
help?
Can DZ come? Can DZ translate? Then I will pull through, not because I have to, but because I genuinely just
Yeah.
want to now. You know?
Yeah. What about, do you guys fight just as much? Let's say you
Yeah.
hang out with your mom for 3
Oh.
hours a year
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
And then you hang out with her 3 hours now. Because I'm making it equal.
No, that's fire.
Do you fight more before than now?
We always no before. Yes, undoubtedly 100%
Yeah.
before. But I'll say this: even now, there are triggers that I have with my mom. Like,
Yeah.
bro, if my mom is in the passenger seat and I'm driving,
Bro.
it's so fucking
Dude.
bro.
It's like-
actually annoying.
And you know what I hate?
Yeah.
My mom's like, oh, that was a spot. You just missed it. Okay, but that's the thing. You just said it. I missed it. It's over. Like, why do you have to tell me like, you just said I missed it.
Oh, bro.
So what is the point in saying
Bro, it is the most fucking frustrating thing driving with a parent in the car.
Oh my, I don't
He
know
gets it, he
why.
gets it.
I have like 35,000 kilometers driven now.
Yeah.
that's like not the same numbers as like somebody that's driven like for a long time.
Yeah.
But I'm 23. That's like decent numbers.
Yeah.
With 0 accidents and trust, right?
And she braces for impact like this when I'm parking. I'm parking.
And she's like, break. I'm going to. I literally planned on it. Don't act like you did it.
No, bro. There'll be like a red light right in front of me. You see that red light? You see that red light? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know the thing is, my driving skills deteriorate. Here's an added level for mine.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to my mom, it's in Mandarin. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like deciphering. And I'm like talking in Mandarin, but it doesn't come as easy in English. So let's say I'm using 100% of my brain if I'm driving alone. I'm using like 30% of my brain if I'm driving with my mom. And
Yeah,
then
huh?
I'm worse than it looks, bro. I swear. But I can't prove it to you. You just have to trust me that I'm not this doubtful of myself.
It's like I'm the best driver when I'm by myself.
Oh yeah, same.
There's no distractions.
Same.
I can just fucking and there's no music playing. I'm just locked
Yeah,
in.
if I'm gonna get into an accident, it's gonna be my mom's in the car asking me some random question.
And it's like, what the fuck?
And
Or
it's
there's
like-
a bunch of people in the car.
And I can't park with my mom.
It's actually annoying.
And she's like, okay, just turn the wheel to the left.
And now she thinks I can't do it, but I can. It's just because you're in the fucking car talking, and dude, I'm going 1 kilometer an hour parallel parking, and she's holding on to the thing
like,
on top,
bro.
thinking I'm gonna crash the car, and she's gonna get like fender bender.
Dude,
Bro.
I remember my mom and I don't argue anymore, like at all.
Really?
Like the arguments, like let's say I'm okay, so the X
Yeah.
is like age and the Y is like arguments.
The x-axis and the y-axis.
So like this starting from 13, it was like
Yeah.
this much, and then it just went down. But I remember, I don't know if this was our most recent one. We might have done one, but when I was 19 and she was teaching me how to drive, we had like
That's bad.
like a massive argument.
My mom would not let me.
Bro.
Yeah, that's bad.
She was teaching me how to drive, and she kept like the thing is she wasn't criticizing me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really sensitive to criticism from her.
Yeah.
You know, like if you could be like, I fucking hate whatever.
Yeah.
And I would be like this offended, but if my mom was like,
Your socks are a bit dirty.
I'd be like, yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. I'd be like this offended. Or like,
Yeah.
your room's dirty. I'd be so offended. So like she was literally just saying like I was doing like a parallel parking thing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I was about to cry, bro. I was like, oh, like
Yeah.
you never give me positive affirmations.
Dude,
Fuck
I
you.
mean, the relationship, dude, the relationship with their mom, it's a delicate ecosystem,
Oh, yeah.
bro. It's you know what's sad though? Okay, let me know if you relate to this. Let me know if you relate to this. Watching your mom age is really sad. I saw a photo of my mom the other day. She was like 35. She's very young, very beautiful. My mom still is beautiful, but she's turning
Yeah.
60 soon. You know, watching your parent age genuinely got to be one of the saddest things ever.
Dude. But you know what makes it better? White
Yeah.
people. Here's some empathy.
White people.
White people. Empathy time. You know what makes it better? At
That
least our
they're
moms
Asian.
are Asian, so the aging physically looks like slower. They got it actually
White
hard.
people got it real
White
bad.
people. I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
It is
yo.
sad
And they
because-
didn't have sunscreen back then.
No. And like the Korea, like my mom's been on skincare for a long time.
Dude, my mom's skincare routine is insane.
Yeah, my mom buys like expensive ass products.
My mom spends like $3K
Yeah.
a month on
like when you
skin
get,
cream.
but the thing is when you get up there, shit, maybe it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like the age gets up there. It is sad because when you think about like the fact that they lost a lot of time dealing with your bullshit, bro.
Dude.
Like
Yeah.
my bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel bad.
I cried a lot, dude, as like a baby. Like that's so much time where you lose so much free will. And then when I was a teen,
yeah.
like I was stubborn, and she lost a lot of time handling my bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's like something that's like a guilt.
Yeah, I feel like I mean you knew me when I was 15. I was not a big fucking troublemaker at all.
Yeah.
I was actually a really really obedient child.
Yeah.
But I think as and let me know if you relate to this, like as we've gotten older, the like I think I found a respect for her as a single mom.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
our moms were single ass moms in one of the most expensive cities in the world, and they just pulled through.
Yeah.
They just pulled through and did it.
And
bro. I don't know how my mom did
that,
it.
but it's also the added like, I mean, your mom went through that. Like a divorce has to be genuinely one of the worst things of all time.
Yeah.
Like if I got divorced, bro, I'd be doing fucking meth, right? but like especially with expensive city, working full time. We're not like an age where we can take care of ourselves
Dude,
at the
our
time.
moms
you
worked
know?
full time, had a kid by themselves,
And did adult stuff.
and like dated or had a boyfriend and had
like-
friends and just did it.
and made us 3 meals a day.
I have
bro.
and packed my lunch.
And I was picky too. I'd be like, I want beefaroni.
No.
I want beef.
I have no fucking idea how they pulled through like that.
I think when you're put in a position like that, and no, I'm gonna add one more thing.
Yeah.
My mom was definitely traumatized as fuck.
Oh,
Right?
I'm not gonna say some of the stories on the show.
Your mom was
but my
traumatized, bro.
mom was properly fucked up
Yeah.
as a kid.
So it's all that stuff, but then it's also, wow, I'm like emotionally distressed. Like when my dad died, I think I felt it a lot, but at like 9, how much can you feel? My mom probably felt that like a 4 times.
That's her husband. That killed her.
level.
That's
right?
that's the father of her son that died. Yeah,
And he was like a little bit off, but dude, he was probably funny.
he's probably a good.
I
time.
knew that guy was funny.
Yeah,
Like, and so adding that emotional like burden onto like all these things. Like imagine having to make 3 meals, taking care of your kid, working full time.
Yeah.
And you just want to break down.
you know, I have a story for you, and it doesn't really have a point, but I just want to tell it. It's something that I just
Fucking tell
want to
the
tell on the
story.
show. But every Saturday, I had soccer when I was like maybe like 7 years old. Every
Yeah.
Saturday I had a soccer game. Every Wednesday I have soccer practice, and every Saturday we go to North Van, play a soccer game, and then there's this place called Marine Drive
Yeah.
in North Van, and there's this Denny's that closed down, and then there's this pho place.
And then there's a travel lodge.
Yeah.
And somebody got murdered in that travel lodge.
Are you serious? We should totally go. And then there's this place called Pho Japolo. And every Saturday, without fail, after the soccer game, me and my mom would go pull in there. I was like 7. She was like 40, like 3, bro. And there's nothing necessarily sad about that story, but me thinking about
sad.
that makes me sad.
Dude, what is that?
I don't know, but that story reminds me of like, it's always me and my mom. It's always been me and her.
Yeah.
And now the context of a relationship has changed from when I was eating that, like every Saturday without fail, we'd go to that pho place. Now we're on a team. I don't necessarily fuck with her all the time. And part of me loves her so much. Part of me loves that. Part of me loves that story of just us going to eat pho together and not talking at the table. But then there's also part of me that like remembers, obviously, you know, the bullshit that happened to me in high
Yeah.
school. Part of me remembers that.
The tiger parent.
Tiger parent shit, helicopter parent. Part of me remembers me. You know the ear drag story?
Dude.
Motherfuck-
Everybody knows the ear
Everyone
drag
knows the story of when my mom dragged me
Like,
by my ear across the floor.
That's why your lobes are so big.
Yeah, because that's why I can
Extended.
get so many piercings
Yeah.
on my ear. And then part of me remembers that, and it's such. I'm like they're like
The
feelings-
dichotomy, bro.
Their feelings at odds. It's the Claro in me, and then the beer in me. You know,
Yeah.
they're fighting.
There's something about thinking of your relationship with your mom as a kid. Is the sad part the fact that you like, if you think about it, right?
Yeah,
If you could measure emotionality in terms of daydreaming about this, when you pan to yourself as a kid, that's the part that makes me sad.
yeah.
Like-
it's just like I'm like you and your mom just like in the car.
Yeah.
Driving to school.
What for me it was every like certain day. It's sort of the same thing.
Yeah.
She would pick me up from school and I'd go to KFC. The fucking whack one.
Gabagoo. Fuck,
And
that
I
one
would get
sucks.
and I would get a popcorn chicken poutine once a week. And then she would take me to ice skating lessons
Yeah.
once a week. And the sad part about it, the part that makes me emotional is the fact that I was a kid. I don't know why. It's like I
Yeah.
think of it, and my mom was younger, and I was a kid, and our relationship was like innocent. I had a very innocent relationship with my.
You didn't really.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like,
maybe
well,
not.
the context of the world
Yeah.
didn't exist in your mind. The context of money didn't exist. The
Yeah.
context of like, I don't know why my mom can't play with me right now. Because bro, she had fucking business calls.
Yeah.
Honestly, if my kid is asking to play with me and I'm doing shit, fuck the fuck off, bro. I need you to fuck
like,
off.
I don't
right
want
now.
to fucking play
I
Transformers.
don't want to
right now.
fucking play with you,
and
bro.
you're gonna make me Megatron. I don't want to be Megatron.
I don't. Who wants to be the bad guy? Who wants to be the fucking bad guy? I want to be Optimus. I want to be Bumblebee.
Yeah.
And he wants to fucking be Bumblebee. Like, it's the newfound context of that story of like my mom is fucking exhausted dealing with a divorce.
I think it's
And at the time, her
didn't know.
boyfriend, the fake brain cancer.
Yeah.
She was dating some asshole.
and she thought he was gonna fucking die.
Yeah, it's the new context of, oh my god, that was probably so hard that she had that abusive boyfriend and also had a kid and then also was dealing with a divorce and also had to like work.
Yeah, but when you were like as a kid,
You don't
You didn't
understand it.
think you thought she was. I genuinely thought my mom was chilling.
Dude, dude, I thought my mom, when I went to school, I thought my mom like went home and like just watched TV and,
Yeah,
and
and drank
waited
wine.
and waited for me till I was done.
Yeah.
Like I didn't understand the
and
context.
she would like be happy and shit, and she struggled with nothing.
Yeah,
But
that's what I thought. I thought my days at school were honestly the most stressful things on earth, bro. I didn't think life could get more stressful than
But
second
you know
grade.
what's strong about that is,
Yeah.
I mean, as a parent, I'm not a parent, but
Yeah.
in my head, you shouldn't be letting your kids see you at such a fragile state all the time. You know?
Yeah.
Like you have to just hold yourself together for your kid. And maybe that's not true. But
Well, no, I feel like, I mean, I never thought my mom wouldn't pull through.
yeah.
You know, like she always pulled through because I genuinely saw her as this like cement column that was not going to move no matter how much.
But
stuff
she
hit
put
it.
that face on for you, and that's
Yeah.
the strong part.
Yeah.
Like she maybe wasn't. Like, I know my mom definitely wasn't because
My mom was going
I
through
snooped
it.
through her text one time when I was playing Angry Birds. Mom, can I play Angry Birds? Oh, can I play? Plants
You know
vs
that
Zombies
Brit
2?
game? You know that Brit game on the Blackberries?
Nah,
Oh, shit.
you're a
Brick
unk
Breaker
for that.
on the
You're a
Blackberries or
unk
crazy?
for that,
Yeah.
bro. I'm talking about iPhone 4 shit.
Oh, okay.
Like,
okay.
can I play Plants vs Zombies? Ooh, let me see your text. And she was texting like, my best friend's mom.
Yeah.
And I read the text and I remembered it, but I didn't know what it meant until I got like 13, 14 years old. And I was like 9 at the time. She was talking about like how she was struggling a lot and like was like really depressed. And I didn't understand it at the time, but I remembered the words. So when I did get older, I realized what it was. And I knew my mom was struggling, but
Yeah.
in my head, she was this concrete, reliable
Yeah,
wall.
it's the added context of
Yeah.
becoming an adult.
And then that's what makes it sad when I think of like the KFC or like you going to Full Chipotle probably is the
yeah,
same.
like your mom, you were eating your KFC. Your mom went to the bathroom and cried.
yeah. And I just thought she was peeing, bro.
Yeah, I just thought it was a
thought she was
really
taking a
long
shit.
pee, and then her eyes like maybe like a water got in her eyes.
No,
or something.
because she had to walk through the fragrance department at Walmart.
yeah, and then it made your eyes really watery, and
Yeah.
like bugged out like that.
Yeah, because you have to walk by Sage to get back to the McDonald's.
Yeah,
you know?
see-
She's
and
allergic
then-
to Sage.
and then you were allergic to the ointment and sage, and it was like fucking with your eyes.
that
Yeah.
actually happened to me once though.
Did that actually happen to you?
The Colonel's store at Metro
Like,
Town.
you're joking.
The butter, it like
Yeah?
they were like making the popcorn and like it went everywhere, and I was like fuck, and I got an allergic reaction.
Yeah, like they were just going through it, didn't tell us, and locked
You
the
know
fuck
what the
in
worst
and raised
part
us, bro.
You know what the worst part was?
Yeah.
When she was like, I obviously when I was a kid, I took the death of my father in interesting ways. I didn't know how to cope. Okay, I was fucking 8.
I don't know how you're supposed to cope when
It's
you're
not my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be just
You're not gonna process shit when you're 8.
no.
you
I
know?
just want to be mad.
Yeah.
I was very, very mad. And for people that don't understand what that anger feels like, it's genuinely like if
I don't understand what that is.
like if you got your most irritated state
Mhm.
and just extended it for like hours.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. I would just be mad all the time. Like I don't even know how to explain it.
I like, and don't think, just answer.
Okay.
What were you mad about?
I was just mad at
Don't
the
think.
concept of it.
Like, oh, my dad's dead. I'm mad at that.
Well,
now.
it made me sad.
Yeah.
It wasn't irrational mad. It made me super sad. That's rational.
Yeah.
And
And then
then
you converted that sadness.
I was like, I'm sad. I'm just going to be mad now too.
Yeah.
Like I was
Huh?
a fucking bunch of emotions and I projected a lot of that anger onto my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And even though, I mean, that KFC moment was like before my dad's death, but my dad dying like changed our relationship to the point where like, if my dad didn't die, honestly, my mom and I would be so much closer, and it would be.
You think
lit.
so?
And
Yeah.
we used to like do things. We used to go on hikes and stuff.
Dude, I used to go on.
Right.
Yo, I've literally went on a hike with my mom before.
Recently?
And, no, not literally like when I
I
was
bet
like
she's
8.
like a liability, bro.
bro. My mom
No
like trip. No,
offense.
my mom like would trip. I mean, she's 4'10". She's not.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
exactly.
it's hard. Like
no
one
offense.
step for me is like 2 steps for my mom.
And then it's like 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm tired. It's like, bro,
It's like, dude. She's like, I need to sit down.
we got like 50 minutes left.
It's like, bro, we're not even a quarter through the hike yet,
Yeah,
and she has
like-
to take a. And she like brought like a bunch of nuts, but she went on this hike to burn calories. But the nuts are like 100 calories per
Nuts
nut,
are a lot of
and she's just
calories.
eating them.
Yeah.
And so after the hike, she's like 500 calories up, bro.
it's like, that's not a deficit, bro.
And she's like, I'm gonna treat myself. No, dude, my
I
mom,
did this hike. I'm gonna treat myself.
and she'll eat like a donut. It's like the logic does not add
Yeah.
up, bro. The logic. Do you find your mom cute now, as you've gotten older?
You know, I view my mom in a different lens now. Like I do
Yeah.
when she talks to me, I go, it's pretty fucking cute.
Yeah.
Like she talks like, cause you know what makes it cute? She didn't even want her, bro. I was like, I'm gonna get a cat, and she was like, sure. She lets me really do a lot of things I want, and I can respect that. This is a tangent from what I was gonna talk about, but fucking whatever. Like, I always respect that because she's always placed my happiness as like a main goal for her.
She
to
always placed
keep.
it above hers.
Yeah.
Same with my mom.
And you can see that in terms of like I dropped out with no pullback, like
Yeah.
or you know
Fallback.
no pull.
Oh,
As in, like, she didn't-
she didn't resist.
She didn't
your
no
decision.
resistance. Yeah, I should say I dropped out with no resistance, and she's Chinese, bro. You expect resistance when she talks about beer sauce. She asks me, "Do you like it?"
Yeah.
Never how much money do you make. It's never
Yeah.
how many followers do you have. It's do you like it? Are you happy doing it?
Mm-hmm.
And like that like means a lot to me. Even just like the concept of
It also
thinking about
helps that you got recognized at the dessert store,
And-
bro. Shout out to that.
You
guy.
haven't reached out, but I owe you still. So hey, if you anything you need, dude,
anything you need anytime.
I'm a 2 hours drive away, no questions asked. I'll do anything for you.
You can sleep here if you want.
Yeah. You
The couch. This couch. You can sleep on this couch.
yeah. So like you're half of what I'm talking about right
Yeah.
now.
I'll jerk you off. bro.
You are the fucking catalyst to what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you always. But like yeah, it's or even the only thing she wants me to do is like go back to school eventually, but it's not for a job. She just wants me to be smarter.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like she's always super just her priority is just making me happy.
Yeah. She always wants the best for you.
She tried her best, and I think she's a really good parent.
Yeah. No, and I agree. She's also really funny to talk to. I've talked to your mom. I've spoken to her.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
saw her coming here.
I literally was walking here and I
Yeah.
saw her, and she wasn't rude to me on purpose, but she was just rude to me a little bit by accident.
No, because she's like doesn't get it. Like her, like since English is her second language, she doesn't understand tone.
She doesn't understand tone and
Yeah.
like the context of what. Because I said, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And she said, "Oh, you're going to my place."
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
like, if
"Oh,
she
yeah."
was white, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Totally makes sense.
Yeah, because she didn't mean it like that.
I mean, okay. I want to ask you: does a lot? I remember last time we talked about this 2 years ago now on the show. You felt a lot of guilt around your
Yes,
mom.
That's what I was. Yes.
Do you still feel guilty, or how has that guilt changed in your heart?
I always will. I was actually gonna get to that point before the hiking thing. I lost I lost a little track there, everybody. You know, Adderall therapy one day.
He had to pull in to get the tires changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's back on.
That hiking thing. Before that, I was saying that. What was I saying before that? Sorry.
You were mad. You were always mad. You were mad at your
Yes,
dad
I was
died.
always mad, and I
Yeah.
projected it onto her. And that's the number one biggest regret of my life. Because the thing is, I like who I am. If
Yeah.
you were like, oh, would you have tried this harder? Would you do this differently? There's nothing in my life I would do differently, because there's no guarantee that it would make my life better if I did it differently, because I love my life. But there's one thing that I regret that guarantees my life would be better if I didn't do.
Yeah.
And it's being mean to my mom all the time for like 2 years straight.
Yeah.
I was a fucking asshole. Like I remember I mean that clip is when she went up to me crying, and I was fucking in a
guys, it's
Roblox
happening
hockey
again.
game. Right? And my friends, they rely on me to DDoS the other team, you know?
Yeah. They needed him to hack into
How am
their
I supposed
mainframes.
to? Yeah, because we got to win.
Yeah.
And she comes and I'm like, I'm really locked in. And she's like crying to me, and I push her away. Or this one time we went hiking, and like halfway through, like we argued about something, and it was never anything fucking real.
Yeah.
I was just mad at her. I wanted to be mad at her, and it felt good, I would even say, to be mad at her. I needed to be mad at somebody, you know? I needed to. And I halfway through the hike, like I got super mad at her, and the whole way down I was like just being mad. I was like, I don't want to talk to you. And well, this is a new thing that I've never talked about. I used to have this thing where I was really embarrassed by her. But that's not super uncommon.
That's a really common thing.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like 11 and in the mall with my mom and there's a bunch of cuties that walk past me, I rather literally hang myself, bro.
It's like this. Why are you cuties here alone without your mom? You know?
Why are you cuties in Zoomies?
Yeah.
And I'm in Zoomies with my mom.
It's like, how did you guys even get here?
I don't necessarily feel guilty about that. I feel guilty about
I
other
feel
things, but not
guilty about that because it's added on to so much guilt. If that was my only thing.
Yeah.
Because also I really said it mean. Like I was like you embarrass me.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much other guilt. Like I would be so mean to her. I remember my mom went to a parent-teacher interview, and like
that's why she don't go to them back in high school. 'Cause she knew she was gonna get flamed.
Well, no, she went to a parent-teacher interview in grade 7.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they asked her, and you know, teachers, they're pretty good here. They care about the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And they asked her about me, and she was like, she told them that I was like really, really like I had a lot of anger issues. And then all of a sudden they were being hella nice to me the next day. So I know she spilled the tea, bro. I know she spilled the tea.
Okay, is there anything you want to do about the guilt, or you want to just live with it? Like, do you like genuinely
Perfect universe?
would it make you feel better if you're like, yo, by the way, my bad about calling you a bitch when I was playing Roblox?
Yeah. I mean, I want to say my mom would make advances to like try to closer in our relationship. Like, let's
Yeah.
go to the mall. I'll buy you something. I'll buy you a Roblox gift card, whatever.
Yeah.
And I would go to the mall, and as soon as we got to the mall, I'd be like, you're so lame. Blah, blah. Like I would just be mad at her.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I wouldn't want to hang out with her.
Mhm.
But she would try. The problem, the guilt part is like she tried.
Yeah.
And I would always shut it down.
But also, like, I don't want to hear some bullshit like about like people being like, oh, you're a bad son. Like, bro, like
white people be like,
no, these white people, bro. I can't. I've had enough with these white people, bro. Like, you were going through so like, okay. I want to say so much was thrown at you,
Yeah.
but when you're 9, you have such a small tube of emotions that
Yeah.
can actually be processed. You don't know how to process that.
Exactly.
So it just streamlines itself into fucking pure anger because you're upset with your surroundings.
Yeah.
And you don't know what to do with
and what
that.
am I going to be like, oh, I probably shouldn't treat her like that? No, because
you're
it felt
9.
good.
Yeah, you're
I'm gonna do
literally
this that feels
9
good.
years old. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, he was in the right. DZ was completely fine for doing that. No, like, obviously you were in the wrong.
Yeah.
We can all recognize that. But it's like, what else were you supposed to do? You were going to have the reaction you had when you were 9, and there's nothing you can do about
Yeah,
it.
I would have eaten Fruity Pebbles for breakfast if I wanted.
Like,
if
if you were
could,
23
bro.
on this shit, it
That'd
would
be
be
a
more on
dick.
you.
Yeah.
Right? But you're 9.
I was 9. I would have
know?
eaten fucking Fruit Loops for breakfast, okay?
And obviously, you'll regret that, but it's about what you want to do about
yeah,
that regret
I mean, what
now.
can perfect universe?
Yeah.
I talk about it with her.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about it right now, the concept of doing that, I would like rather not drink for 5 months. 3 months. I thought about it. Oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
I would rather like go work construction for like 2 days or 3 days a week. Just 2 or 3. Okay? It's hard. That's
Just
a
to
hard
get,
job.
No, but you'll get toned. Don't even
Yeah.
act like it. That's not a bad thing. You'll get toned as fuck, bro.
Yeah, but that's not my area of expertise.
Yeah.
I'm not a hands
He's a
guy.
video editor, bro.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if you've never been in a situation where you understand what that feels like. It's like, yes, objectively, it would be better for my life
Yeah.
if my mom and I talked about the elephant of my guilt.
Mm-hmm.
But the concept of it is so uncomfortable that because we're not vulnerable with each other.
Yeah,
We're not
I'm vulnerable with my
emotional.
mom.
So
Yeah.
the thought of that, and it's not even just like I'm jumping into the deep end, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't swim in this scenario.
You can't swim in
In
general.
general, yeah, not even this scenario. It's so uncomfortable, and I honestly don't see myself doing it anytime soon.
Having that conversation, apologizing or expressing that guilt would be best for you, but you know you can't. You're not there yet, and there's nothing like wrong with that.
Yeah,
You're not there yet.
If you dropped me in this scenario,
Yeah.
here's what I would do. I would pay a genie a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
to just let me have the experience and not let me live through it. Just have the benefit of it.
It's like when you're about to go to sleep and you have to pee, so you imagine going to pee and then going back to bed. and you're like, wait, did I actually just pee?
It's more of like, if I could be severed for that experience, I would. And I would love for that benefit to happen. But to go through it myself, I'm not comfortable with it. And does that make me weak? Sure. I will take that. Does it make me a coward? Sure.
Yeah.
I will take that. Knowing that something will be better for you and not doing it, low-key makes you a coward.
Yeah.
So I'll be a coward.
It's like, leave your toxic ex.
Yeah.
Leave your toxic boyfriend, guys. It's not good for you. Just fucking get it over with.
Like, no more situationships.
No more situations. Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
it.
And
It's
if
not.
you-
It's not going anywhere.
If you know that's good for you and you still don't do it, even though it's easy, because realistically, all I have to do is just say 3 words.
I am sorry.
Yeah. And then that starts a conversation. You know, that's it. I can't do that. I'm a coward and I'll be a coward.
Like, you know you're going to be there one day.
Yeah.
You're not there yet. One day you will be there. I don't know if it's going to be in 5 months when you're due for your next convo. My bad. I don't know if it's going to be in 5 years. But you're going to
Maybe.
get there one
Yeah.
day. And it's going to happen before you have a kid.
I see it, it's
because
like-
low-key, you need grandma to pull through sometimes when you want a date night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it as like this. If this is my relationship with my mom in terms of closeness,
Yeah.
I like in a linear form. Sorry, audio listeners. I need to hit a certain point before I'm capable. It's like in order to take Econ 305, you have to take Econ 101.
Yeah.
And then you have to take Econ 203.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm not at Econ 203, so they're not gonna let me take Econ 305.
Yeah.
Econ 305
You need to
being
graduate through the
conversation.
levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to beat the levels. Like, I feel like you have a lot of guilt for your past. For me, it's kind of hard to relate to that.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
understand what you're saying, but it's hard to relate because, like, I don't feel guilty
You're
about
the
my
victim.
past. I was the victim of circumstance. You know, like, now as an adult, I do understand why my mom was a tiger parent. I'm not justifying it.
Yeah.
I understand why she was like that, but it still made my life fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And the two tug of war of emotions are like, I do love my mom so much. Like, honestly, there's nothing. I would do honestly anything I have to do for her. Like, I would do anything. And then there's the anger of like, I'm not over that shit yet. Like, I'm not over her, like the screaming. I'm not over the tiger parent shit. Like, and they're just at constant odds.
And then you're gonna keep thinking that your girlfriend's mad at you for some dumb reason. That's your mom's fault.
And it's my mom's fucking fault. The whole thing of how she put a ban on relationships for me.
Yeah.
Until I was like 19 or 20, bro.
It's like, bro, he's late to the game. Now he has no
No,
riz.
I had a
And that's
girlfriend and
your
I had to
fault.
hide it from my mom when we first started. Like,
That's
the
actually
first
funny.
6 months, she had no fucking clue, and I had to hide it from her.
And then when
know?
she started like sucking on your neck, you'd be like, chill.
Yo, you're gonna get a
Yo,
hickey. You're
chill.
gonna get a hickey, and then
Like, my mom's gonna know.
Bro, no lie. If you're 20 plus and you have a hickey,
Lock in.
it's time to stop making out with teenagers. It's time. It's
What-
over now.
What is more pedophilia vibes?
Yeah.
Being 20 plus and having a hickey, or being 20 plus and having mono?
Being 20 plus and having Snapchat.
New game.
New
'Cause
pedo
you're just
vibe.
Snapchatting kids, bro.
It's like, bro,
people that adults don't have Snapchat.
if you're
You're
20
Snapchatting kids.
plus and if you're 20 plus and you get a haircut and then you change your Bitmoji to the new haircut you got, you honestly need trauma. You need some trauma,
Yeah.
bro. You don't have enough trauma to work
Or you
through.
need to
You
be
need
friends with
priorities.
somebody that understands that it's an inferior way of communication. Just communicating is good for you.
Communicating is great.
Yeah.
Not on chat snap, bro.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off Snapchat.
Like, oh, let me see where my friends are on my Snap Maps. No, you know what? It's called Find My. Okay,
Yeah.
go on Find
Go
My.
on, find my
Grow up.
friends.
Well,
But
let me ask you
yeah.
this.
I'm
Do
so
you
ready.
think your mom is in the similar position of me where she feels guilt, or do you think she feels no guilt? Like, you think she has a
Yeah.
podcast she does with her friend where she's like, I feel so guilty.
I think my mom's over the guilt. I think she has said sorry, or as Nico would say it, she
Sorry.
said sorry for it. And she said, I'm sorry. I've let go of it now. I think she always will feel a little bit guilty about it, just a little bit
Yeah.
of guilt. But it was so long ago. I think she feels less guilty about it. But I'm not over that shit yet.
Yeah, so you're like, I don't fucking accept your apology yet.
So I'll be like, yeah, that's like chill, I guess. Like, you said sorry, like fine. But I haven't taken the apology yet. And there are traits that I love about her that she's passed down to me.
Yeah.
But there's also traits that she's given me, or qualities, or experiences that she's given me that I just don't fuck with at all.
Well, I need the method of how she said sorry. What's the
think-
method?
I think she, dude.
And did it work? Well,
Yeah.
it didn't work.
That did
so
not
maybe I
work.
don't want her
Maybe
method.
your- maybe your
that
mom's
method's
still pissed
trash,
at
bro. No way, bro. You gonna be pissed at a kid?
It's like when the teacher has beef with the 7-year-old kid at school.
That one
It's like,
kid.
bro, you're 45 and you have a kid.
Yeah.
It's not that, like, just forget
Like,
about
why
it.
are you
dog.
beefing this?
Why are you beefing the 7-year-old?
Yeah, no, I want to be the kid that the teacher low-key like has a crush on. At every school, there's a guy.
Like, what do you mean?
Was the teacher like
Oh, like, no, we had one at our school. The English teacher liked all the kids.
every school in America
Yeah.
has a teacher-student relationship.
Oh, no, and we had that and we're from Canada. You know,
Yeah.
Gabagoo. You know the one I'm talking about.
Gabagoo.
He liked them kids, bruh.
Yeah.
On everything I love. I would bet on it. I would put everything
No,
I have
I
on it.
remember I went on Reddit. This is I went on Reddit and there was a teacher that was like fired from and like going to jail for like
Yeah.
a relationship with a student, and the first thing on the Reddit was it Mr. Blank? And I was like, oh my god, this is like the thing
Dude.
that people.
One time,
No.
me and one of DZ's teacher had an OnlyFans one time where she cosplayed.
It was not,
Bro, yes,
it was not.
I subbed, I know.
Well, I guess fucking first party experience. I
Yeah.
guess. I don't think it was. Also, that wasn't even a thing when we were younger.
No, but it was like Fansly, bro.
That
was
wasn't
a
even
Fansly.
dude. That wasn't even a thing.
Was it not a thing yet?
No,
Can't lie.
at the
Clearly.
most, I'll settle on like titty streamer.
Yeah, she was a titty streamer, wasn't she?
Well, she just
streamed.
cosplayed. But when I think of cosplay,
Yeah.
I always see it sexually.
So this is what you need to do, bro. You need to unbind the cosplay with sexuality, and then you need to cosplay apologizing to your mom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I think what you do, like, I mean,
It has to
sitting down.
come naturally.
Sometimes.
So
dude,
here's how
finding the right opportunity is
Yeah.
gonna be so hard.
Like maybe some wine.
With your mom.
My mom drinks wine.
Okay.
Moms drink wine.
My mom loves them pheromones, bro.
Yeah.
Or wait, what do wines have?
Tannins.
Tannins. She loves those
The
tannins.
tannins.
Yeah.
You gotta. And she's like, "Oh, we gotta wait 30 minutes for the tannins." So what are you talking about?
Like, bro, like, shut the fuck up. I'm
What
gonna
are you
drink it.
talking about?
Bro, these fucking
I'm
dumb-
seeing that. I'm
Yeah.
seeing like, oh, we talked about something vulnerable to pregame it,
Mhm.
and then we talk about it, and then
Pre-game the convo.
yeah, and then I leave, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go on a walk now, and then I ball my ass at the park
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna do it in front of my mom. That's weird, bro. That's fucking weird. Because what if she hugs me?
I don't know.
I actually hugged my mom once,
Ever?
once,
That's
like
crazy.
3 months ago,
That's unreal.
because I went to visit her in Washington,
Yeah.
and she hugged me, bro.
Bro.
And I was like, oh my god, it was lit. It was lit.
bro, can I hug your mom?
No, dude.
What?
That's like if I was like, oh, me and Sally just kissed. Oh my god. And then you're like, can I kiss Sally? What are you doing?
Okay, you know what?
What the fuck?
That was actually no.
What the fuck?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I am so sorry. It'll never happen again. That was really bad behavior on my part. It won't happen again. I'm sorry, bro. Thank you. I know my place.
We hope.
Yeah.
We hope the Freudian allegations are gone because there was
They're
nothing
definitely-
sexual talking about this whole time.
I don't think that is true at all.
It's true.
But I think to like wrap it up and put a bow on top of it, I would say that like I don't think me and you are like let me know if you disagree, but I don't think me and you are like fully there with our moms yet. But we're getting there. And I think a big factor to that is number one, the distance that's now between our
Yeah.
like physical distance that's between us and our moms. But it's also just as we get older, there is a newfound respect for them. And that doesn't mean I'm letting go of all the bullshit.
Yeah,
That doesn't
yeah.
mean you're letting go of, because your mom fucked up in some areas, bro.
Yeah,
That
100%.
doesn't mean you're gonna let go of that shit. That doesn't mean you're gonna let go of the anger. But the grip is starting to loosen a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like I'm gonna stay mad about that. Like if I'm 50 and still mad about it, like
It's
lock
like, bro,
in,
like dude, our moms are gonna be dead by the time we're
Yeah.
50.
oh my god, dude, my mom was like 55.
I know my mom's older than your mom, bro.
What are you gonna do when your mom like gets like hella old?
Let's just take care of her. I don't know.
Like every day?
I don't know. Well, she did the same for us, bro.
Yeah, I know, but like low key, I don't want to do that.
BeerSos.